Essentially, the whole thing you want to do is look taller than me in that regard.
I rarely get to look taller than anyone.
That is fair. Hang on a sec. I've got to do... Okay, so 3, 2, 1. There we go. Just had to sync it. Where that spike appears, then when I put it up on the video, I put that spike next to where that was. So the audio from there, which comes through this mic, goes through with the camera, which is playing the footage up there. As
long as you got it under control.
Hello, my name's Sam. This is Janni. I'm the one who's got this under control. I had an idea. Janni just kind of went, yeah, sure. We got around to watching something the other week. We were watching MTV Teen Cribs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
It was a massive part of our formative years of growing up, and something that's kind of been lost recently. So, for those who don't know, Cribs was a TV show where you could show off famous people's houses. So they'd go around and through terrible video editing and really bad early to mid-noughties music, they'd show off all the wonderful things.
The acting is bad.
The acting is bad too, as well. Don't forget the acting is bad as well. So they would put this all together and give you a little VT of their house. And then somebody had the bright idea of taking the spoiled brats of these people and show you their house, which they didn't even really own.
I don't think, they don't act like they know the place, really, actually. And it's so bad. No.
Yeah, well, we kind of burst our bubble, and we'll explain that in a bit. So for this evening, Janni, what I've got lined up for you is...
Oh, which one are we going with?
We're going with Andrew's house.
Is it a regular one or one of the famous ones?
No, I don't know. I've just seen Andrew.
I think he's a regular one.
All right, well, let's give it a go then, shall we? You can tell me to stop it whenever you like.
Oh, my God.
Here we go.
Get ready for some cringing.
Yes.
It looks like it's newer,
for the
like
next
from the
hour,
intro.
we're serving up
Yeah.
the
The one
most
I watched the
amazing
last time
cribs
was
you've
old,
ever
I think.
seen.
Yeah.
And they just happen to belong to some very lucky teens.
My brothers
Teen.
and I, we went digging for
The one
dinosaurs.
before, the one that was swinging,
Yeah.
he didn't look like a teen.
I don't think any of them do. They feed them something weird in America. I think that's the only thing. Like, you look at things like Riverdale or these shows we were watching today, where they, I think they just feed them roids and, and anabolic steroids from a very early age so they can play the football.
All about the sports.
We're talking about joints that satisfy even the wildest fantasies and are
Looks
the
like
envy of
Castle
every
Room.
kid in town.
Here's the
Yeah,
karaoke
none of these kids look like they're getting a joint that satisfies their fantasy anytime soon.
stage in case anyone wants to come up there and make a fool of themselves.
Woo.
Private theaters, tricked out game rooms, home nightclubs. This is the stuff teen dreams are made
Nightclubs.
Oh, it's teens? They got nightclubs. They
Well,
got clubbing.
why would they need a nightclub just to awkwardly dance like this, where you put the hands on the other person's shoulder?
I think how
basically?
many comes to the club? Like 5 people.
Well,
That's
when
what-
MTV's there, they'll get 20 because they always drive the bloody class in, don't they, to dump them off?
Sometimes I don't think they know the people they get in there. I think it's...
Well, no, they just hire them.
Yeah,
My
they have no
favorite
fucking clue they
ceiling
are.
and-
Sorry.
That's fine, don't worry.
I love
I'll
it.
bleep you.
First up, this Indianapolis kiddo takes us through his phenomenal fortress of fun, where anything...
Slides are always a +1 on all the houses. If we give them a rating, if you've got a slide in there, it's +1. If you get a slide that's hidden, +2.
But I feel like, what do you do the day the kids move out? Do you just get rid of the slide? The parents are probably too old to use the slide.
Well, if anything, it's like a health hazard, isn't it? I trip over in my apartment. I'm pretty mobile, but there are some days where
It's good
I still
to have
trip.
a slide, you don't trip.
Well, no, you just trip down the slides. And that thing's made of mahogany or something.
Yeah, but still, the parents are always in these, we just want a house where our kids can have fun and bring their friends over. But what about the day the kids don't want to have fun anymore? They spend a lot of money on...
No, Mom, I don't want to go to our nightclub anymore. I want to go to the actual nightclub
I wanna be
with
with
the
the
proper drug dealers.
No, I'm not going to use the freaking slide. I got 2 legs.
all automatic.
Then, chill with a Lexus at her
Did it
Tennessee
just
suite that puts most
do the-
resorts to
I think it's got hydraulics. I think it's got
Oh
hydraulics.
my God.
Okay, so we've got to look for a Lexus after this then as well.
So text your friends to tune in right now,
was a
because you
golf
won't
cart.
believe how these teens throw it
Get your
down.
friends to tune in right now. Yes, children, back in the day, we used to have to wait for TV programs to come on. There was nothing on demand.
Just sitting there timing okay, half an hour.
Yeah, we've got 2 more advert breaks. What can I watch in between these advert breaks?
No YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. But the advert break was alright, I can maybe go get myself a drink in that time.
It's like the toilet break. So
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's like, yeah, you're watching your morning cartoons. It's like, I really need to pee right now, but I want to get to this at the end of this episode of The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I'm going to wait until the advert break.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then you run out and...
Well, you had the added extra, you had siblings, didn't you? So you probably had the, when you get up, they're like, oh, could you get me something, please?
Yeah. Or if someone came in the house, you know, like, hey, can you bring me the milk? I actually used to send, because we have the room on the upstairs.
Yeah.
I used to send my sister up to get stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what they always say. Shit rolls downhill. Yeah, she was the youngest.
Hi, I'm Andrew. These are my friends. This is my house.
They look so happy to be there.
In the freezing cold in the buggy.
Hi, my name is Andrew, and I'm a
I thought for a
freshman
minute
in
it
high
was a
school.
girl.
It was touch.
I thought like for a minute it was like one of the friends.
It's touch and go. When they've got like the Vulcan haircut like that as well, you could go either way.
I'm really into sports, and if I'm not playing basketball, I'm usually watching it. My dad's
really
got
into
his
sports,
inventor.
and you mentioned
You can usually
basketball.
find my
How many
brothers and
basketball?
I.
How many basketball courts? How many basketball courts?
I think they have at least one outside. I don't think they make.
I'm saying 2, 1 inside, 1 outside.
I think they have only outside.
Yeah,
I think they
my
have
dad
like
working on his
2
new
pools
ideas.
maybe.
On the weekends, my friends and I are always chilling at my house. Come follow me,
They didn't.
and you'll see
They
why.
had a slide thingy outside too. They have slides everywhere here.
Mm-hmm.
All our doors
got
have these
freaking
security
lines.
cameras so you can see who's coming in and out. And unlike
That's the thing with
Yes, yes. I said this before. Back when I used to watch this when I was younger, a friend of mine pointed out that all these houses have ridiculous amounts of security cameras in the teenage cribs one, and you'll always get like a parent going, I just feel more comfortable knowing where Timothy is at all times on
Yeah,
site.
they use them to spy on the kids at all.
Yeah, they had them in the swimming pool on the one we watched. We'll have to come back to that
But
one.
think of like when he's like teenager, he's getting to know himself a little bit. He don't know there's a camera in his
No,
room.
exactly. It's you, like if you don't need, you shouldn't have security cameras in your inside nightclub. Like your home nightclub, all right? No security cameras. There should be an honesty
maybe
policy.
they have a bouncer also for the nightclub. Who knows? Like every time he's having a party, a bouncer.
You're not coming in wearing your slippers. I'm sorry. You've
You
had
look
enough.
14.
Yeah.
You need to be at least 15.
I'm calling you the golf buggy to go home.
most doors, they're opened by these small electronic cards.
They're like a freaking hotel.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the house. And as you can see here, the camera we were just looking in is shown right here. Basically,
And then
the
you
whole house
press
is
the
connected by these
code
little
for the
panels.
alarm and then
I can
everyone
open
knows
the
it.
front gate, the rear gate, and the other 2 doorways just from this panel right here.
I think they have double of everything.
Yeah.
Most of the
Oh,
fun
yeah.
stuff is upstairs.
There's gonna be 2 basketball courts then.
Why buy one when you can have 2?
2 for 1.
Exactly.
So this part of the house is my dad's master quarters, his bedroom, and his laboratory.
But again,
The master corridor.
again, they have a ton of halls and rooms leading up to another room. It looks so confusing.
Oh, it's like the hotel from The Shining. You just get lost in there.
Kinda.
Walk around a corner, just like, come play with us forever and ever and ever.
Never bring you to the nightclub.
Yeah.
As you can see here,
There'll be like elves like
Wait, no,
dancing you to death.
The Shining has a nightclub. He goes down
They
to the
do.
bar in The Shining, and as the bartender comes up to him, and like, what will it be? And they have like the whole
About a
dance floor.
dozen.
Oh, patents.
Oh, it's gone up.
So Dad's like something with technology then.
That's why they have cameras
This is a
everywhere.
lab, and this is where all the inventing happens.
Cleaning.
This is my dad and my little brother Daniel, and they seem to be working on something.
What we usually do up here is tinker around with robotics. Andrew and
The
Daniel are
brothers
up
just
here all
sitting
the time.
like okay, okay, something.
As you can see, we just have bags and bags of this stuff. They're just things to play with and invent.
Of this
But I want to
stuff.
show you this
What
really
is
cool
it?
computer.
Wait, you can tell he's the technologically minded one in the family. Yeah, the stuff. I
We
mean,
got something they
Yeah.
use.
I
no.
don't need to really tell you what the stuff is.
But he knows everything behind the bar.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, no, I just, I just love this is where we invent things. The kids just sat up there like, it's like, I don't want my face on MTV. I've got to get these these microchips out by the end of the day. The design's waiting.
That my dad uses. As you can see, it has 8 screens.
I like he's like bragging about stuff that's not even his, and you have no clue.
Yeah, well, that's what they used to do, though, isn't it? Like, you'd have friends, you go around their house, and it's like, dude, look at what my dad's got. And like, look at my dad's car. I used to do that. My dad had a kit car. I'd bring people around, it's like, this is the car my dad built. And everyone has, yeah, exactly. The Camaro, the Ram. Yeah. Well, everyone does it, I think. This is just taking it to its illogical ending.
In that age, you don't really have anything to brag about, so you need to go with what your parents have.
Yeah, well, I have a slide.
I have to lay out all my work in
I have
front
an
of me
indoor
and
slide, actually.
read my email and
Yeah.
design things for my companies. So the really cool thing is I can get exercise in even while I'm working and building my companies. I can go for hours and be dripping with sweat and not even think about it.
Go for hours. When he gets really focused on something, he will stop.
I can sit for
now I'm
hours in
gonna
front of
show
my
you the
computer
last room of the
dripping with sweat and not
laboratory
even
called the
realize. But that's why
Then
there's
he's not doing it properly.
But that's why there's no security cameras in this room.
He's having some alone
Basically,
time.
it's a room full of whiteboards all over the wall. So you can basically write all your ideas in one place and not have to keep erasing. I'll probably have to take you guys out of here. 'Cause
Keep
it's top secret
erasing.
stuff.
Okay, that room must stink. As a teacher,
Yeah.
I know the
Oh,
smell
the
of whiteboard
markers.
markers, but like, I refuse to believe that you just leave the writing up there because it dries on and you need to get it off. So like, I refuse to believe the walls were that full. So I think somebody on MTV has just like they've sent two of the texts in to write in. If you looked at it closely, it's just like the morning lineup on MTV.
Yeah, like list of programs.
Or to-
MTV Crib,
take it-
MTV.
Take it back to The Shining. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
So come on, let's go. Now that I have my dad with me, let's go check out his room, because he has a lot of cool stuff.
And he has the only key card to get in.
We use our eye scanner here.
No, he didn't.
No. Better than a card scanner, a retinal scanner.
Kind of look like.
Because it's like, yeah, but we remember from the start of the episode, there's like a gate around the house. And you have security in that neighborhood too. Why do you need the eye scanner for the bedroom? Because that makes me wonder, not so much like who do you want to keep out of your bedroom, it's what have you got in your bedroom that you don't want us to see?
He just don't want the kids to walk in on him and the wife.
Or him in the reclining bike and the 8 screens. And there's another
That's
corridor.
what it's there for. Is to make sure the kids don't come barging in suddenly.
So in our bathroom, we have a few things. We have a waterfall shower right here. Now let me turn that on real quick. It takes about 2 minutes to come up to full power, and it's all recycled water. We made it ourselves.
And then when you go to the
Temperature's up
kids'
at 100
bathroom, they got like a
degrees, and
shitty
it's running at about 3
Yeah, this is the bucket which I can use to pour over me and my brother's head. And we're allowed to use the kettle downstairs to heat it.
gallons a minute, and if you're not ready for it, it will knock you down.
I picked the waterfall shower because it drowns out the cries of the children when they can't even cleanse themselves. La la la.
I would use it then. Block out
Over
everyone.
here, I don't like to go to the bathroom anywhere else but my own.
He's
got a phone. He's got a fucking phone.
Oh no!
And books. Oh, I don't mind you like bringing a book into the bathroom or like nowadays like a phone or a tablet. Like I understand that, but keeping the books in there, that is what gets
I feel
me.
like having the landlord thing in there, like it's like, hi, I'm at the toilet at the moment. Like,
It's like, hello. It's like Homer Simpson was like, hello? Could you speak up? I'm wearing a towel.
I feel like any call is that important that you need to take them when you're sitting at the toilet.
Well, I like how he has an extra box of tissues up there as well. Like right in front of it.
That's why the phone is there. He's spending way more time than he should.
Room because of this toilet with the remote control.
Oh, it's a Toto.
Has all the buttons for rear cleansing.
Well,
front
it kind of makes
cleansing.
sense if
You
he's
can
like some
heat up the seat, heat the water.
technician something.
There's
He needs to have
a
fancy-
dryer inside.
Yeah.
That's good.
I got to try one of these in Japan. I pretty much this exact model, the Toto one. They didn't have like the control panel, the remote control. They had the buttons on the side of it, and so you sit down on it, and the first thing that's weird about it is it's heated. So there's like it feels like someone sat on it, and so it's like a bit okay.
Oh, someone spent a lot of time here.
Yeah, and you're like, all right, well, you can get to business, and then you finish up and you see the buttons, and there's like, and they got the written in Japanese, and they got like front, rear, and rear dry. And so I was like, well, I'm not pressing front. That is the worst one for me to press right now. And so I press rear. And so the alarm comes out and water shoots up, right?
Like
and so I thought it was like a toilet flush. Like you press it once, it goes for like 20 seconds and it's done. It isn't. You have to turn it off again. I was sat there for like a minute, like, like just hitting buttons next to it, trying to find it again. And then I was like, and then like rear dry is like a hair dryer comes out underneath it.
No, I've never tried those. I tried the self-flush ones. I didn't understand because it was in an airport. I went in. And the first thing is, it opened up by itself.
Yeah.
You sit down, do your thing, and I went up and I just started panicking because there's no button so I can flush.
Oh, when they open themselves as well, that's fun. Like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, but the thing is, this one, it took like 30 seconds before it starts flushing. So you have 30 seconds where you panic, like, I can't flush. Someone's going to come in here and think I'm an idiot because I don't know how to flush this thing. I went 30 seconds and then it does it. But, the one flushing your...
Well, I don't understand why he has a bidet next to the bideting toilets. Like, he wants to be real clean.
If this one is a little too hard, maybe this one is more gentle.
Sorry, I was so long picking up the phone. I was using the second bidet. I couldn't hear you over the waterfall shower.
It could be more gentle. It's like not like this up in your butt.
You've had a rough day. When you've been sat on the recline exercise bike setting for 8 hours, you don't want the full power of the Toto toilet ramming your jacksie. You need a gentler touch. Yes.
You need options. How does it know if it should take 1 or 2 seats up? Like, can it scan?
Well, it's kind of like the Japanese toilet, where you can, I think...
Or did he press to take both?
I think he pressed to take both on those ones. With the one I did in Japan, like, there's always a urinal next to it.
The best part about it?
So, like,
you can just push a button
you use the urinal one if you need that one.
Every time the wife comes in to use it, everything goes off. Damn it again.
Automatic.
Gotta fiddle through the settings.
Look, holes everywhere.
This is my older brother Ben's room. He's not here, but a few of my friends are hanging out here.
They're just hanging.
My older brother Ben's at a boarding school.
That one is just sitting like smiling awkwardly.
Because I tried to put something...
up to a recording studio because he's really into music.
Was that like an early like Twitch streaming
One of the coolest
setup?
part of the bedrooms is they're connected by a secret
Hey,
bookcase.
secret bookcase. Bonus points for secret bookcase. Where does it go?
You just pull one book and it opens up into
close.
Daniel's closet.
But is there a slide?
Sort of every kid's dream to have the bookcase, the secret bookcase, where you could yank on a book, and we picked they picked a Harry Potter book.
This door leads out to my room.
Wait,
What was the other then?
Yeah, that was his other.
Didn't he say?
Oh no, I think that was
his friend's hanging out room. This
is the room I lock my friends in continuously at all times. They may never leave.
There you go all the time.
Once you get to the shining house I live in, you can never leave. Well, no, it's like I love that as well in the MTV Cribs. There's always these moments where they have these just group of kids, and you get this image that they've just been locked in the room, essentially, the entire time, trapped upstairs.
As you can
More
see,
friends.
There's Daniel, my little brother, Michael, and Michael.
He wasn't doing it.
Michael and Michael.
He was just like he had the start thing up. That was all he did on the computer.
No, the best. Yeah, it was just like Windows XP start menu. I like the rolling hills. I like to imagine a day where I too can frolic through fields again. But like they're both called Michael, the friends. He goes, there's Michael and there's Michael. I'd like to imagine he just calls them all Michael. And like some weird sick fantasy
He does the friends thing. You know, when Joey needs to find a date called Mike for Phoebe, he just go into the school and go like, Michael! And then every single Michael like, yeah, friends.
There you go. The MTV hiring process. Where it's like in the local like newspaper. Are you a Michael? We need Michaels for this show.
Are you a Michael? No. Next.
Michael, friend, 15 years old.
It's a lot of fun to just play on the computers, watch
He's trying
TV,
to remember
play some
what I'm supposed to say.
Xbox, and it's a lot more fun than my room at home.
Oh, Mum would not have been happy about that message, I
feel
think.
like even if they were in his room, they would be doing the same thing. They would be sitting there watching a movie or on a computer. Like,
Yeah, basically. It's just like, I guess his bed is comfier?
he had a secret bookshelf he had to walk through to get there.
Why was there a secret bookshelf, though? Because there's a secret bookshelf that just goes down the corridor. And there isn't a secret bookshelf at the other end.
I don't know what Did it just end the room, or does it go further?
I don't know. It's these things are so complicatedly designed. They make no sense.
There's holes everywhere. There's holes everywhere, and rooms you don't know what they use for.
From this computer, I'm able to control the temperature of the aquarium. I'll show you guys down in the great room. And I can also control my phone, adding contacts, calling people just from this computer.
Ooh.
So let me show you my.
At least he was using Chrome back then.
My bathroom's not as techy as my dad's, but there's one cool thing about it. Once it goes on, it's blue for when it's cold.
Does he have the same in the toilet? You can get those lights. You can get lights you can put inside the toilet.
I've seen those.
So when the toilet goes up, the lights is there. So
I'm not gonna lie. For girls, that doesn't seem to be much of a point.
No, but I think it's for boys, like in the middle of the night, then you don't have to turn on the lights and like fully awake.
Well, it's just like neon everywhere, like I've got in the back of my room, LED shows. Well, here's one changes for temperature.
Coming up,
Because
we'll
it
get
has
a free
to do
ticket
this
to Lounge
and
and
put your finger on
Luxury.
that
Best surround sound is definitely the best place to watch a movie.
And the ultimate home theater that's totally tricked out.
He's one of those. Did you ever do that when you were a kid, where you're like putting on shows for your mom and dad?
I think once or twice, maybe.
Yeah, they took it one step further and built the scene for him. No.
Oh dear. All
And
right.
his mom and dad sitting there watching it. That's it. Your friends are never gonna come over to watch it.
We're gonna take a